everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kat, and today I will be showing you my range session and how I practice on a day-to-day basis. So the last thing that you want to do is to step onto a driving range and hit really bad shots and ingrain bad habits. If you are new to the channel, welcome. We post daily vlogs, tips, and fitnesses for you guys just like this.
This video is brought to you by IS Luxury Golf Socks. Each pair is made with coffee grounds. The unique properties of coffee make them breathable and ultra soft. We're having our holiday promotion right now. Purchase any holiday 4-pack and get free shipping, free gift wrapping, and 2 ultra soft ankle socks. Shop at www.insidestory.co or the link in the description box.
We're going to be starting off with warm-up. If you haven't seen my warm-up video, go check it out. It will be linked in the description box below. Let's get started. I'm going to take a wedge, 54-degree wedge for my warm-up. Just going to take little baby shots. So what it's crooked. What I'm working on today is how to get your hips to work properly through your swing. I can incorporate that into my warm-up to get it there little by little. How I do that is I'm taking a little stance and I'm trying to roll my right leg instead of it coming this way. So in my warm-up shots, I can just roll it instead of coming up. That way when I take a full swing, it'll be more like muscle memory. So I do a couple of shots like that to start off. Okay, so the second thing that I am working on is getting my hips to work properly through impact. How I do that is I pretend that this is a car door or a regular door. And you're going to put it behind you and you're going to try to close it, meaning you're having your hips move backwards instead of just sliding forward or out this way. For example, I'm going to close the door, close the door. So I am going away from my front. So by rotating backwards, it gets you on your left heel. So that's when you know you're doing it right. It is very important that you rotate correctly and backwards instead of side and forward, because it creates a lot more space. So if you have problems with getting stuck or coming too steep, this is a great thing that you should work on as well. So I am currently working on that on my range session. So now I have a 9-iron here. So my swing coach actually told me to position my ball on just the inside of my heel on every single club, because it allows you to have the same point of impact with every club. So depending on the club, I will move wider. So if it's a wedge, I will still step the same amount with my left foot, but I will make it a little bit narrower, making it seem like it is in the middle. But with my driver, it's still gonna be the same distance from my left foot to the ball, but I'm just gonna widen my stance. Like I said, left foot is always the same distance. So I'm gonna start off here, and then I stepped with my left foot, and then I step out with my right. So this is 9-iron, this is 8-iron, this is 7-iron, and so on and so forth. So if I take my driver this would be driver, but my left leg always stays the same. Well, the person who made this theory famous is Jack Nicklaus. And why it works so well is because the point of impact is so consistent, it's always the same. And so with every club, I'm finishing on my left side, and it is exactly the same because of the ball position. The only other way that you would want to change your ball position is if you're trying to hit a lower shot, or like a slice, or a fade, or a draw, or just a different shot that you want to hit. But a stock shot, you should always position it the same. This also allows you to have space to work towards the ball, and you don't have to worry about staying behind the ball because the ball is already more in front of you. So you can work through impact. Okay, sorry, it's kind of backlighting here, but bear with me. So now I figured out what I'm working on. Now I will be doing some target practice. I'm going to take my rangefinder and I'm going to shoot one of the flags and then try to hit 10 balls there and see how many I can get on the green. I will go to the next flag and do the same exact thing, and then I'll come back and see if I can improve and beat my own score. You can play this game in two ways. You can either try to see how many you can land on the green, or you can try to get it as close as possible. This is 117. I'm gonna take my my pitching wedge and see if I can get it close. So it could be like a little closest to the pin with yourself if you're practicing alone. So I think that's the most efficient and most fun way to make practice interesting and to get better at the same time, especially if you're practicing alone like I do. So you can just have a fun little contest with yourself and see how it goes. Okay, that was a little left, so I wouldn't give myself that point. So I'm gonna have 10 balls laying out here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and out of these 10 balls, I'm going to see how many I can get within 10 feet. Oh man, I keep going left. I feel like I'm aiming there. These last two shots, I clearly didn't hit it on my target or how I liked it. So a lot of the times it has to do with setup. So a setup can be a variety of things. It could be grip, posture, stance, or ball position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through my setup really slowly and see if the results come out a little bit better. Have my feet together. And I'm going to try to have my ball position under my left heel. Would you look at that? I got 1 point. So I have 1 out of 3 right now, and we'll see if I can keep it up. So tip, actually, that I've learned from playing is when you start to hit bad shots, it's usually your setup. So make sure you fix your setup, and if it's still not going well, then you can kind of try to see if your swing's a little off. But a lot of the times it's just a very, very basic thing that you have to fix. So after talking to my golf coach, I actually realized why my shots were going left. I was actually being too wide, and this is almost like a driver swing. So you do have to be careful when you have a shorter club and you're having it on your left heel, because it will tend to close at impact if you have a wide stance with a short club. So what I'm going to do is I will narrow my stance. My head was getting tucked like this. I feel like I've talked to you guys about that before, but this is another tendency that I have a problem with. So I have to remember consciously to lift it. That way I can turn through impact a lot easier. So I will narrow my stance and I will stand a little bit taller, and then I'm gonna have my head up. Okay, there we go. Shot 4, or is that 5? So this is just one of the many ways that you can practice too. I have a bunch of range sessions that are completely different than this one. So if you want me to film all the other ones too, comment down below. So there is a saying from my coach, and he said, practice doesn't make perfect, perfect practice makes perfect. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. You can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification button so you don't miss an upload. I will see you next time. Bye!